Yeah, I am Steve Solomon with the Mushroom Council, and I am representing James Beard Foundation today. So if you were here last year for the lunch that Cleveland Independence and Myra put on, the James Beard Foundation was here. Unfortunately, this is the wrong, this is the date where their award ceremony is in Chicago, so everybody is in New York is from there. So they couldn't be here with you. But I did want to then talk about the James Beard Foundation's Blended Burger Project. And basically what that is, if you know anything, about James Beard's always about, and chefs compete because it's all about culinary craft and things like that. And that's what, you think that's what James Beard is about, but they're really all about sustainability. So if you look online and you look under their impact programs are about chef advocacy, boot camps around sustainability. The mission is to protect the food systems that we have. So when they heard about the idea of blending mushrooms together with meat, they looked at it as an opportunity to activate against some of their sustainability initiatives. So you heard one of the chefs basically say, when you put 25% mushrooms into a burger, well, first of all, there is, and we were talking about it, there is a symbiotic relationship between mushrooms and beef, thanks to umami. And so mushrooms look, act, taste exactly like ground beef, unless you put too much in. The burgers that you'll see will be finely chopped or ground mushrooms that are put together with, they're blended together with various types of beef. And yes, you will have anywhere, well, if they're 25%, you'll have 25% less calories, 30% less fat, 35% less saturated fat, less cholesterol, less sodium, and so those burgers are better for you. But those burgers are for people who really want their meat, right? And still want to eat meat. This is a meat-centric country, and so for people, there's behaviors that say, they want to be vegetarians. There's people who want indulgence. I think you're going to find out that these will be indulgent burgers, but again, they'll just be better for you, and they're clearly better for the environment. So that's what James Beard Foundation. It turns out mushrooms take a gallon of water to produce a pound of mushrooms, which, you could take a look at various, other products and see what those are like. But that's probably one of the smallest from an agricultural standpoint. On an acre of land, you can grow like 1,000 pounds of beef. You can grow 1 million pounds of mushrooms because mushrooms grow up. So, better carbon footprint, all the rest of this. So, James Beard, 4 years ago decided to do, or 3 years ago, decided to do a blended burger project. And what they are asking chefs to do is reimagine their burgers, to, again, put 25% mushrooms into those, again, to protect the food systems, to have a better burger for guests, and also to give you all a major point of difference, right? There are millions and millions of burgers that are served in the United States. You all may serve a lot of those burgers. But it's a way for you to kind of take a look and do something a little bit different and set yourselves apart. Still have all the creativity, because that's really where it stops. It's just blending 25% mushrooms into the meat. And it doesn't matter. You heard different meat blocks, right? Somebody was doing bison, and one of the chefs was doing, I don't even remember what the meat component was. Yeah, there were 3 different meats in that meat block. So, so in fact, you could even get more creative. And then when you think about when you put mushrooms inside, you could roast them before, you could saute them, you could smoke them, and that's not a joke, okay? I'm not making a joke. You could pickle them. There's so many different things that you could do. So it really works into the culinary talents that you all have.